Hey Terry, how are ya?
I'm good. How are you, Mary? Good to see
I'm
you.
good to see you too. I'm doing well.
Good stuff. Glad you're on the call.
I'm excited to hear about it.
Good stuff, Paul. Let me just see here, Paul. I'm gonna make you a
Yeah, I'm here, buddy.
I'm gonna make you a co-host. So you're co-hosted now.
Right on mute.
And so you got control too, Paul. If you see anybody that is unmuted or whatever,
Sure.
back me or whatever. So just give people a few minutes. You arrived at your cottage safe and sound.
Yeah. It's been nice. You always, when you rent it to people, you're hoping they get nice weather, and then you come up, and some of them had some rain, and then you come up and it's nice, and But wow, today was really hot. So
Yeah, it was
nice to cool off and cool.
Yeah, it was hot here today too, for sure. So we're all excited. So we're just going to give people a little bit more time to get on here. It's I've got 8:31 right now. I don't know how accurate my watch is, but I think we're pretty close to the hour. So we're going to get this call started. It feels like forever since we've had a training here on Team Vaccination. It seems like with summer holidays but man, oh man, summer's winding down. Next thing you know, it'll be kids with masks heading back to school, I guess. So that will definitely be something different for sure. So anyways, welcome everybody to our Team Vaccination Monday night training. We last weekend was a civic holiday here, so we didn't have a training. It was a civic holiday here in Canada, so Monday was a holiday day. So, but we're happy. Paul Austin, I'm sure most of you know that are on this call, and some of you that might be new on this call know who Paul Austin is. He's an absolute tremendous leader. He's been with Vox Life since the very beginning. He is a Vox Life VP. He is a personal dear friend of mine, and we have worked together in this journey, in this mission of Vox Life, along with corporate, and trying to develop tools and try to develop systems for people to help them grow their businesses and be able to share this technology. And originally, we have our new associate handbook that's in the announcement section of the tab, or of the team page. And now Paul single-handedly built a practitioner's handbook. So this is a tool that the field can use, as well as practitioners. Field can use it to prospect and to present to potential practitioners. And it basically goes through the science and gives you an opportunity to look very professional if you're approaching practitioners. So Paul has worked very, very diligently at this project. And then I have a little side company that I donate the flip book version of this booklet to the field. So, but the lion's share, my job's easy. But Paul's done a tireless job at putting this together to help the field unselfishly, be able to share our technology and look very, very presentable and very professional with our Vox Life presentation to professionals such as practitioners. Paul has been a friend of mine for 17 years. We met through business, through a previous business. Paul was a publisher for 18 years, had his own publication, which I was the printer of choice after a fabulous sales call on him. So anyways, he decided to work with me, and we become, the success of our relationship was really not necessarily the business we had to do, but the friendship that we have created over the many, many years. So it really gives me great pleasure to introduce Paul Austin to this call tonight as a Vox Life VP. I believe he was the third VP in the company, and is a very diligent, hardworking entrepreneur and a great leader in Vox Life. So welcome, Paul. I look forward to learning more about this practitioner handbook.
Yeah, thanks, buddy. Much appreciated for all you do for all of us as well. And it's pretty awesome. It's been an amazing journey. We have some curveballs we've been throwing here recently, and hey, we just have to maneuver and pivot and do things differently. But as things went along, as you know, we put together that new associate handbook. I think it's been instrumental. Instead of tagging people in 100 posts and trying to really get all the information to them, I just felt, putting something all together, and Terry, that would just make more sense. And from the feedback, it's pretty, across the board that it's been hugely beneficial. So next thing you know, I go back to thinking about the practitioners, and I mean, I've been saying I'm coming out with this for a while now. We had some setbacks, a few things. I just want to give a shout out to Cheryl Kunzelman. I always struggle with saying that, but she really helped me. She had a lot of great write-ups and things that she already had compliance gone through, and it just really helped me because it was trying to mishmash everything together. As I just wanted it to be as clean and not lengthy and kind of to the point as possible. So what I'm going to do is share my screen, and I just want to show you something where what I did in the past and what I'm now going to do in the future. So let's just take a look at this email. So what was I supposed to do? The information is all over the place. So I have a heading saying, here's the science, the brain mapping, the white paper, the medical compression sock info. Hi, Mark, or hi, Dr. Mark. I know this doctor personally. It was great to connect with you, blah, blah, blah. It goes on to say different things about knee-eye compressions and the white paper and the brain mapping and the practitioner program and the science brochure and the link to the website and here's all the attachments, and there they are all on the bottom. And you can imagine being this busy practitioner and kind of going like, whoa, like where do I even begin here? That's a lot of info. And that's just the way our info is. It's all over the place. There's so many different applications we can have the info. So I'll show you the email after the fact, but I'm going to just share the handbook with you right now. I'm not going to go into full screen mode. I had a little glitching going on there, but I want to show you some options. So just like the other book, you can click on, I'm just going to give this a full refresh, so just bear with me. I'm up at the cottage. The internet is, it's not cheap and it's not fast.
I know that feeling, but I know that feeling.
So I have to just kind of deal with it, but it should reload here just to make sure that all the pages are there and it makes more sense. So anyways, you can just look at this email right now. It's probably overwhelming just looking at it yourself, all the different things involved with it. So it just made more sense. Like, this should be condensed. This should be put together in one spot. And I really hope this shows up. I don't know if, because there we go, it'll come. I'll just.
So Paul, you're saying that email that you're sharing or that you showed, that's something that you had used previously to reach out to a practitioner with a lot of detail in the email, correct?
Yes, for sure. I sort of thought, like, what are they looking for? What element? Like, there's a lot. I want them to have it all, but the quickest as possible. Anytime I could put a link, I put the link and that sort of thing. So, now there's just going to be this easier way to show that information and send it to somebody. So as you can see here, if I was to click on the menu here, again, you're going to see all the different options that you can have. This is very interactive. You can send this PDF to somebody. I think I've went through that before with people on the new associate handbook, but there's a lot of options here that you can do. Whether they're all going to show up for me right now, I don't know. I'm just going to try to click the page to the next page and see what happens, and we'll go from there. So I just want to give a good intro. So they're flipped. Some of these pages are similar to the new associate handbook, but it's kind of just giving them that same intro and that, sort of thank you for checking it out and that sort of thing and what we stand for. And go ahead, Terry.
I was going to say, if you have trouble with it, you could send me the link and I could open it and share it on my screen if it continues to glitch. But it looks like it's working.
Yeah, yeah, it seems good, thankfully. So So again, we want them to know that we've, served over 5 million people, that we are in 3 different countries. That's showing growth, showing that, this must be something. So then we again come to these policies and procedures. As you can see, they're all clickable. You can obviously see that they're kind of jumping at you. So what I did here was I just got a picture taken of the actual practitioner. They get a blue kit. It's a different kit than we get as associates. And it's again telling them to read it, because there's so much info in there that, is going to explain everything. Again, they want to be part of all of our groups. If they're business driven, they want to build a business, tell them this is optional, or, hey, you just wanted to sell the product to your clients. Just make sure you're honest and say, here's information, and, take the pieces that apply to you, type of thing. So what I felt is why don't I take excerpts from the actual practitioner's brochure, the most important elements that I found, people always ask for, and just sort of lay it out in a page by page format. So again, a simple way to, explain the tech, trigger a response, affect the body, feel the difference. And remember that you can send this to anybody. This is not just for a practitioner. Hey, when you're going to see some of these pages, it explains the tech. So all it is a simple link. You can send both of them if you want. They might know a practitioner and they go show their friend or their, colleague or whatever that might be. So here it is, just introducing Vox Life. I mean, a lot of this you guys have seen. I'm not going to spend a lot of time on it. So here's the science behind it. We have what is Vox HPT, the important variables and the different percentages of how things change. Here's the research. Here's a click to the science brochure. Here's a click to the white paper. And I'm not going to click on those things, guys, right now. That will open up a separate window because it's not a video, but it's okay. You just would X out and you'd go right back to the handbook. So just know that. Again, here's some recommended uses of Vox, diabetic pain, pain management, brain health, and for your patients, why does Vox Life make sense in your practice? Well, here's why. Why are we different? What is our advantage? And here's a new tool in your toolkit. Down in the bottom corner is the blue if you qualify or not. I do put at the bottom, if you don't see your profession on the list, please contact your sponsor to see if you qualify, because there have been additions, and by no means is this the do-all end-all list. So always know that, but I just want to make sure that that's all there for them. We haven't, misled them if maybe they did sign up as an associate because they thought they didn't qualify. And, just make sure you do your due diligence on that, guys, and get, see what their wants and needs are. Here are just the testimonials straight out of the book. We want them to see that this is, this is being reviewed and seen by a lot of people. And then here's a video testimonial, and I love this Dr. Cox one. This guy is just really honest. He says, it's working in 9 in 10 people. I find that that's just awesome. It's a perfect, we didn't say it's perfect. We didn't say it's, going to help the world guaranteed and all that jazz. So the great thing about these videos is I'm going to click on this one. And if I click on it, it stays in the booklet and it actually plays it from within the booklet. So when the person is done watching it, they X out, they're still here. They can continue on. So that is an important feature. I want them to see, we all want them to see the testimonials, obviously. So here it is, and here's a link to it. And of course, by the time you send this out, we will be at the 50,000 because we are trying hard to get there, and we're almost there. I think we're about 400 away, I believe. So here again is some much watch videos. If I click on here, a window is just going to open up embedded within. Same goes for these, and also these here, where you click on it and it shows the Neurovax. It shows the power of the patch. It talks about the REM. It talks about how the brain mapping works. And then we have other testimonials here from all the other different doctors like Baldino and Drake and Vidan and all those guys. So this is what these guys want to hear. This is what they want to see. And here is an explanation of what is the Harmony HPT Neuropatch. As you can see, I'm not going to go through it, but here it is. It's telling all about it in point form, brief, exactly what it does and is. Here's some information on the knee brace. We have information now on the eSmarter sleeve, what it does, what it's for. because we want the practitioners to know we go beyond just HPT. We have so many different, awesome, tools, and here's all about the patches. So, a lot of times somebody, you guys might be struggling with, wow, how do I tell my friend about these patches? Well, I mean, the beauty about this book is, and if I could here it is. If I go PDF, anyways, you can actually, I have to come down here to the share button. This is what I meant to. So you can send this link to this page only to your friend. And it's just play around with it, guys. The tools are down here. So now you could actually send an explanation from this booklet by just one single page, or you can send the entire publication if you go to link to publication. So here's an easy way to just even share this with regular everyday folk that just want to know about each product. You can send them a multiple of pages. You don't just have to send one. So I just wanted to point that out as well. So after that,
and
go ahead.
One of the key features, Paul, that we want the field to know is that by doing a electronic flip book version like this, the nice thing is that, you never have to have an updated link. If myself or my guy makes an edit, or somebody sees a mistake and brings it to our attention or brings it to Paul's attention, we can get that corrected, and once it's corrected, your link automatically updates because it's stored on the cloud. And so that's the nice thing about this type of booklet, is that if there are edits or added new products and so on, the link will continue to remain the same. So we'll try to stay, Paul and I will try to stay as current as we can on, keeping up-to-date information. It's no different than the Associate Handbook, and it's no different than the online presentation e-version booklet that are all in the announcements tab on our Team Vaccination Facebook group. So I just wanted to point that out, that people don't have to worry if there's a mistake and we edit it, that you have to get a new link. Your link will be updated as soon as we make the update in the book automatically.
Yeah, that's the beauty of it. And it's like, I have to add the corporate calls into the new associate, but again, every time you make a change, you gotta, it costs money, and you try to do all the changes at one time and all that jazz. So we'll definitely be on it. So here's information on the Vox medical compression socks. This is crucial that they know this, that this is available to them, that they are the only ones that can sell it. So this is just kind of stuff that it's just kind of not there all in one place, and I just find that it's just so important for that to happen. So set your clients up for success. It's the exact same page in our associate handbook. Instead of customers, it's clients, and it's the same. We want them to know that it's enough product to be consistent to feel the difference. And again, here it is. It is the practitioner web portal. So now you can allow them to, they're going to just click on this link, go to VoxMed, they're going to put in this username, this password, and they're going to now be able to go there and check everything out as well. And just point out that Zoom call trainings are every Monday at 1 p.m. Eastern, but note that the Zoom link changes every week, and these calls are only for practitioners. So they can simply email practitioners@voxlife.com if they're not on that mailing list, and a new link will be sent. I think right now they're maybe weekly, but it's normally bi-weekly. So that information can get sent to them. And here are the starter kits. And I put the, the 50% profit, 100% return. That is true, especially because they make 50% commission no matter what, and whatever level that they are selling at. So I also put that they have a la carte options available, and to please contact their sponsor for more information. And then we get into the same frequently asked questions. A lot of those questions will be similar questions that practitioners will have. And then again, we have our how to contact. So, some things are similar, but I do believe that it just has what's important to, I'll stop sharing now, what's important to a practitioner. And now it's all in one place. So actually, just let me share my screen, Terry, again. I forgot something. I kind of jumped the gun because I want to show what the email actually looks like now. So wouldn't it be better if I said, you can see this, yeah? Hi, Dr. Mark. Further to our meeting, here's the information you requested in the link below. If you require any additional information, please let me know. And then there's the link. I'd say this is better. It's cleaner. It's to the point. All they have to do is click on this link and they're going to go right to that booklet. Nothing's overwhelming. They can look through it page by page when they have time. So that is, you know, a huge difference from, say, having this great big convoluted, they don't have time to sort of breathe between clients usually. And now it's so, they got so much else to do with prepping rooms and things between patients and all that. So you can imagine the time stress is even more than it was before. So. Yeah,
and the biggest thing is practitioners, you know, are very professional. This booklet, Paul, is just absolutely fabulous. It's got a real professional feel to it, and it's going to elevate all our games. But the tool's there, and the tool only works if you use it, guys. Just like our associate handbook, just like our online presentation book that we've done, these are all just tools. And so we have to make sure that as a team, that all of us together are not only presenting the same stuff, but looking as professional as we can. And how about it, everybody? Does everybody give me a thumbs up? You all think that book looks awesome? Bravo, great job. So let's just go through a couple questions here, Paul. See if we can see.
Sure.
A lot of thank yous.
Yeah, hey guys, no, this is not, I mean, the information was all there. It just had to be put into one spot. And like I say, it took a little bit of time, but it was just in chunks of time that I had. And hey, if it's going to make life easy for everyone, that's the whole point, and it helps all of us. So it's no worries whatsoever.
Yeah, Nancy, Janetta, we will post it. Paul or I will post it in the announcements tab on the Team Vaccination page. We'll probably even put it in the units tab, maybe under the additional tools unit as well. And it will be posted after the call so everybody can access it to present to their prospects. Again, as Paul said, there's a lot of great tools, and being in this flip book, the nice thing is that you don't have to send the whole book if you don't want to. If you've got something specific that somebody's asked you about, you can go into the menu and just send the link for that page, which is very incredible. And I mean, the idea with this, you know, way back when, Paul, when we even talked about the handbook, was to try and just, all the information's there, and sometimes it's just hard for especially new people to find that and find the information of where and what to send. And so what we tried to do is put these all into one place and create a booklet that was just one simple link that somebody could, you know, go in and look at their leisure. They can look at it and say, hey, it's, you know, 30, 31 pages. I'll look at, you know, 7 or 8 pages today. I'll look at maybe 10 pages tomorrow, and then they can line up with their questions. But what is really key is making sure that you, when you send this link and send this book out, that you follow up. And that is a key element, because the one email to say, hey, here's the link, here's the, I will touch base with you in a week or so, or something like that, that the follow up on this, because, you know, you always want to strike while the iron's hot. But I truly believe that Paul has done an absolute marvelous job on putting this together that's going to help raise and elevate the professionalism of our whole field and our company corporate image as well. So bravo, Paul. I don't see.
I'm just going to share the screen again, only because I know that somebody's asking about but sending the one page. So if you see here, there's go to page full screen. There's a menu over here, but down at the bottom right corner, there's a share button. So as you can see, I'm clicking on this, if everybody can see this share button. And if I click on it, I can link to this page only, which is the one you're seeing right now, how to contact the office. I can just send that page to someone. I just put in my email, my friend's email, as you can see here, and my message to them, and submit it right from this document. You don't even have to go through your own email. And then you can link to the publication itself, all pages, and you can email that to somebody also. So it just gives you that ability to send chunks of the information or the whole booklet all together.
So I know that there's only, 75 people on this call out of almost 8,000 on our team page. So it's very important for those of you that are on your page, on this call tonight, to make sure that you go over with your teammates, go over with those that are looking to build, and make sure they're aware and understand where this, document is to use as they grow their businesses for sure. And again, Paul, maybe you could share your screen and show people where we're going to place it. And we can also show them that the other booklets are there as well, because there's a number of new people on here that are relatively new. So if you're not on the Team Vaccination Facebook group, please invite your teammates on there, get them on there. They'll be prompted with a question before they're approved to enter their associate ID number in as well. And so if we go to the Team Vaccination Life Changers page, you can see the announcements tab on the side. And there's 4 announcements there now. And if you scroll down,
here's the, yes, we have the new associate handbook. We have the other amazing online party, which guys, you got to use this right now because, this is not going to go away for a long time. So we got to get better at doing things online. And here it is. It's the same thing. It's a simple click. It's there. You can run the thing. Amazing. People have been using it and having great results with it and having people order. And then here's what you send a new associate. Again, it lets them just kind of travel to all the information with ease. And then soon the next one will be posted in here, which will be the Practitioners Handbook. And if you're ever looking for the next call, whether you go into the units tab, just go into the announcements because it's always pinned to the top of it. And then of course in the units tab, which is over here, this is where all the information you want is, all the recorded calls, all the upcoming calls, but also in here, if I scroll down, there is a business tools, unit 9. You can see the new associate handbook is there. There's the online EPUB deck. And then next you're gonna see the Practitioners Handbook in there. So I hope that was slow enough, at least it's recorded. You can rewatch this again and sort of go through those steps. But that's how these groups work, and all the information is there. We do our best to get it in on a timely fashion, depending on when we get it, and just go from there. And I hope that, again, this is a powerful tool for us to just, ensure,